Catching cheaters and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Olivia, who do you think that your boyfriend's cheating with?
With my roommate.
Okay, why is that? Why do you suspect that something's going on with them?
He came to my house, and it was when I wasn't there.
Okay, and did you find out after the fact, or what happened?
Well, I actually checked. I checked my Ring camera, and I saw that he came in wearing one thing, and he left, and he was wearing something else.
So how do you think he's cheating because of that?
Well, if you were someone, you would obviously take off your clothes, and then you might be wearing something different. Plus, his hair was messed up.
Is he working out, maybe?
Is there a place to work out in your apartment or your house?
Could he have taken a nap? I don't know.
Well, he could have been sleeping, but it would be sleeping with my roommate.
He goes to your house not knowing that you're not going to be there. Does he contact you and say, "Where are you?" Or did he check in with you to at least tell you that he was there?
Well, he did send me a text asking if I was going to be home.
And what did you reply with?
I told him that I wasn't going to be there for probably an hour. It would take me an hour to get home. I was across town.
And what was his then response to that? I'll wait for you?
Well, he said he was going to wait for a while, but then he said he had to leave.
And when you went back and you said looked at the Ring cameras, did you notice that he said goodbye to somebody, or did he just walk out, close the door, and leave? Because I would wonder if he turned and said goodbye to your roommate, or they had a goodbye at the end
or something.
Then was there anything like that?
Well, I didn't see anyone at the door, but he did seem to linger.
And kind of waited around for a second?
Like he was either saying something to someone or looking for someone.
All right. Let's make a phone call to your boyfriend and see what he does when we offer him up a free dozen roses and see who he sends them to.
What's your roommate's name?
Andrea.
Okay. Hang on.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Ethan.
This is he.
Hi, Ethan. My name is Nicole, and I'm calling with a brand new internet floral company called rosesbloom.com with an offer for some free flowers. If you have 30 seconds to answer 2 quick survey questions, Ethan, we're going to give you a dozen long-stemmed red roses that you can ship to the person of your choice anywhere in the country, and it's not going to cost you anything. Do you have less than a minute to spare?
Okay.
Okay. Have you purchased flowers in the last 6 months?
No.
Do you plan on purchasing flowers in the next 6 months?
Definitely no.
Okay. As a thank you for participating in that rosesbloom.com survey, like I said, we can now give you this free dozen long-stemmed red roses. That's what you're getting. And I just need to get some info about who you want to send these flowers to, and we'll get them sent out. Okay? So I need a first and a last name.
Okay. Andrea, Andrea.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And before I get Andrea's phone number from you, we can also include a card with a message on it with these flowers that will be sent out today. Did you want to include something short on the card, or we could just sign your name as well?
Yeah. Just put from your new best friend.
Okay. And Ethan, I have to let you know that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I guess.
Great.
And Ethan, I also want to jump on here and inform you that we will send those flowers out, but I also needed to let you know that while we were gathering up this information, that your girlfriend, Olivia, was listening into the call and just heard you send flowers to her roommate. Try to get him back on with us. Your new best friend Did you ever suspect that there was something before this?
Like, were they flirty with each other when they were around each other?
No.
So they never were ever in a position where they ever were alone together before this, or at least that you knew of?
Not that I knew.
Some listeners are texting in at 95500, and by the way, you can call 844-MOJO live, and they're saying that they wonder if that text message to you from him saying, when are you going to be home, wasn't just his way of trying to see how much time he had.
Mm-hmm.
Has that ever happened before where he's gone over and you weren't there? And he had said to you, when are you coming home, or asked you, when are you coming home? Does he ever, if you go back right now to your phone, scroll through and look at your texts and see if there's other text to him, to you saying, when are you going to be home, or what do you finding out your whereabouts?
He did, but not when he was at my place.
Well, that's the thing I'm wondering.
Right.
Is if he was at your place.
He's just trying to figure out what, little chunks of free time he has when you're not going to be around.
How far can you go back on a smart doorbell cameras?
Nest Cam, it's 2 weeks. I don't know what it is on Ring.
Olivia, he doesn't want to go back on the air with us, and I legally can't put him back on if he says no.
Are you serious?
Has he contacted you or reached out to you?
No.
All right, hang for a second. We're going to try to talk him into it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Just tuning in with the War of the Roses this morning. So Olivia suspected that her boyfriend was cheating with her roommate, and she said that she saw that he was hanging out at their place, at their house that they rent, when she wasn't there. And then some listeners had some interesting things like, why is it that he was checking to see how long it was going to take for her to be home? And then at that point, why is he staying there? Why is he hanging out at the house? And there's been some other, conversations, I guess, of where are you? How long are you going to be at work? When are you going to be home? And those are all things that you would think would just be just normal if you didn't have the suspicion that your significant was cheating on you. But when they're possibly cheating and he sends flowers to another girl, Tyler wants to make a comment here. Tyler thinks he's a big old dummy, and why is that, Tyler?
Well, why would he send flowers to the same house that Olivia lives at?
Oh my
what
gosh!
If the roommate wasn't there.
But you know what though, we do we do it as we're going to send you a text thing. So the message is not really on the flowers, just so you know that. The message is actually on the text that we send back to them. So I don't know necessarily.
But you're right.
Like
It's
where
still
they're coming from. Why would you send flowers to your girlfriend's roommate?
Right.
No.
But why would you screw your boyfriend's or your girlfriend's roommate? You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. Shame on the roommate too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that, and I bet you there's some listeners that are checking us out this morning that has had that, where who under the same roof that you were living in was fooling around with your significant other. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548.
Oh, I'd love to hear your stories. That is so bold.
Hey, what's up, Juliana?
Hey, how you doing?
Fantastic. What's going on? It's Mojo in the Morning, War of the Roses.
Hey, Mojo. I was just calling to say that I think that was really, really ballsy behavior. Obviously, they felt comfortable with this. They had a few talks. He's making jokes. Oh, I'm your new best friend now. What time are you getting home? An hour? Oh, I could be there and do this and be out in an hour. I think it was really ballsy until he got caught. I think he needs to cut them both off.
It's funny. We all kind of add our own little conversation into it because none of that was ever said during the conversation we just had. But I get it. I was doing the same thing, too. I'm thinking to myself, once he put that thing of your new best friend, I started thinking to myself, okay, what does that mean? Your new best friend, And
they've talked about it, they've joked about it, and he's like, I'm your new best friend now. I mean, come on, let's analyze this a little bit.
Right. Yeah, or that's kind of what they're gonna play it off as. Oh, we're just friends. He won't go on the air with us though. He's embarrassed because he says his family listens to the show, so he doesn't want to be on with us. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Hello, who is this?
Oh, you're talking to me, Sarah?
Yeah. Hi, Sarah.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, my now ex-husband slept with both my roommate and my sister.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
Under your roof?
Yes.
Wow. So where were
Yeah.
you? Where were you at the time?
Working.
How did he make sure that
Supporting the whole family.
How did he make sure that you were at work? Did he ever do that where he would text you ahead of time before they were messing around and say,
No.
hey, how long are you going to be at work?
No, so me and my sister and my husband all worked at the same plant. And when I would go to work, he would sneak off and sleep with her. And then he would also, on the days that I worked shifts that they didn't work,
Talk about
They're
having
together.
trust
I mean, that's
issues.
and that's
There's
so
no one in your life that you can
orchestrated.
trust.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to talk about havoc being wreaked. But thank God I'm rid of him now.
Did you find out about both of the cheating situations at the same time, or did you find out one first and then the other second?
It was kind of a sticky situation. I found out about them both at the same time, right after we conceived my youngest son.
Oh, geez.
So I was pregnant
And then
and found out.
Did you, when the youngest son came about, did the other two get jealous of the fact that you were having a child with the guy that they were fooling around with?
Well, he was my husband, so they really had no room to get jealous.
Yeah.
But I don't talk to my sister anymore, and the roommate's definitely gone.
Hey,
we stayed together for 5 years after that.
Did the roommate know that your sister was fooling around and vice versa? Did they know each other was doing this?
Oh, yeah, they're still friends.
You're kidding me.
It was a
So
situation.
were they ever fooling around all together as a group?
That I couldn't guarantee, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah.
That's like seriously, that's like one big daytime, talk show. Let's scream and yell at each other type moment. What's up, Jackie? Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. We're talking about sleeping or cheating with somebody that lives under the same roof.
My sister and I live together, and she actually slept with my boyfriend for 4 years.
Oh my gosh! How did you finally find out?
The funny part is that he would tell me, he was like, I'm sleeping with your sister. And I would ask her, and she was like, no, why would I do that?
Wait.
So because she was my sister, I believed my sister.
Wow.
Right?
What? But he was.
Yeah.
So did you think he was joking and trying to be funny?
I did.
Oh.
I thought he was just, being a smart butt or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But no, later on, come to find out, my sister was like, I've been sleeping with him for 4 years.
Oh, my God.
What kind of sister is that?
Are they together now?
Right? No. Nope.
I think it's kind of.
I was just like, who does that? And then, I'm sitting here feeling stupid because he actually was telling me the truth
Right.
and I was
Yeah.
calling him a liar.
Why do you think he was telling you?
I don't know.
Maybe
That's-
he wanted out.
Some kind of bold,
Right,
brazen cheat
yeah.
thrill.
But instead of breaking up with you, he wanted you to break up with him.
Right. I don't know, but I was just like, I felt so stupid.
Wow. Sam, what's going on? We're talking about this situation that just happened to Olivia where she found out that her boyfriend is cheating with her roommate. And does this happen more than not where somebody that's living under your same roof starts cheating with your significant other?
Yeah, I had a good friend that was going through a divorce and didn't have a place to stay. He was staying in a hotel room. I was like, well, that's dumb. You can stay at our place. We have a guest room. And I came home one day and found them in bed together, him and my ex-wife now.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
How long?
Now they are married.
Oh, my God. Wait, they even married each other? They can't do that. That's brutal. Like, it's one thing to have your heart broken, but then it's another thing to have it rubbed into your face every single time.
So do you get
Yeah.
invited to that wedding?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Okay.
You guys didn't have kids with each other, right?
Oh, yeah, we were married. We were together for over 10 years. We had a daughter together.
So what's it like when you go pick your daughter up or drop your daughter off? You got to see this bastard every time that you do that?
Yeah, he doesn't look over. He stays, looks down at the floor of their car.
Is it at your old house? Like, did she keep the house or did you take the house?
No, we both have moved out. We meet at just a meeting location halfway between the two.
Wow. Sorry to hear about that, Sam.
Yeah, it happens. I'm happy now. It's all right.
At least it wasn't your brother cheating. Like, honestly, I'm more fixated on those
The
two
sisters.
callers about the sisters.
Mhm.
Like that a
Yeah,
sibling.
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy that would happen? Ashley, what's up? It's Mojo in the Morning Show.
Hi, so I ended up getting in contact with a long lost cousin. She lived out of state. She ended up moving in state. I let her live with me, and she slept with my fiance. And the crazy thing is, I found out we have video cameras outside the house because we lived in a house at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's the kind that you could rewind, fast forward, pause, record.
Yeah.
She didn't know I was rewinding it to see something with a package that had got delivered, and just so happened to see them kissing on the porch.
Oh, my
wow.
God. Well, that's why. Did you hear me ask Olivia before we made the phone call? Did you look at the camera to see like if he looked back or he did anything like when he was leaving? And she said that she saw him look back and kind of look at it, but you wonder if maybe they embraced inside of the house, not in front of the camera,
But the crazy thing is, she knew we had cameras. I'm so hurt by it still because it happened recently.
Yeah, the story's crazy.
And then to find out, because then he's trying to get me back, and I considered it as being crazy. I considered it, and now find out she's 6 months pregnant by him is crazy.
God. Yeah, don't do that.
The emotional toil that, like, you hear this and you go, why would you ever consider taking her back? Or the last caller said, we tried to work it out for 5 years after that. Like, you're so deeply and emotionally involved in this person, you're willing to put aside such a crazy offense that he's sleeping with someone under your own roof, like your own blood, flesh and blood, and relatives or best friends. It's crazy.
All right, War of the Roses here on the Mojo in the Morning Show.